Hi guys, I realize that it sounds a bit radical to hear that UPSC is using PIB to frame most of its current affairs questions and that the current affairs magazines are totally missing out on this trend. But trust me guys, this is a sincere effort to help you streamline your current affairs preparation. As you know, the number of random questions has increased manifolds in the prelims examination and the cutoff has come crashing down to as low as 75 marks. Also, after spending more than 1,000 hours in the entire year in covering current affairs, hardly 5 questions get replicated in the actual prelims exam from these current affairs magazines. In the next 40 minutes, you will understand exactly how UPSC is using PIB micro themes to frame majority of the current affairs questions at three different levels of difficulty, including the so-called random questions. Also, at the end, we will understand how we will be helping you in covering these important PIB micro themes. So let's start at level one, which is the easiest level at which UPSC frames questions. At level one, direct objective information given in the press release is picked up by UPSC to frame a direct question. The first micro theme we are discussing is commemorations. किसी भी चीज को 10 साल 20 साल 100 साल जब हो जाते हैं, that is important from prelim point of view. This particular press release from Ministry of Home Affairs from 7th of August 2022 is titled Union Home Minister and Minister of Cooperation Shri Amit Shah greets people on National Handloom Day. And here it states that in 2015, Prime Minister Narendra Modi declared August 7 as the National Handloom Day. I repeat, declared August 7 as the National Handloom Day to commemorate the Swadeshi movement that began in 1905 on the same day to revive this ancient Indian art. Guys, UPSC picked this information and framed a direct question in 2023 prelims paper. This is the question. Statement 1. 7th August is declared as the National Handloom Day. This is correct as per the press release. Statement 2. It was in 1905 that the Swadeshi movement was launched on the same day. Again, statement 2 is also correct as per the press release. So the correct answer is option A. Both statements are correct and statement 2 correctly explains statement 1. So at level 1, UPSC framed a direct question under this particular micro theme of commemorations. Taking one more example under the micro theme of commemorations, this particular press release from 10th June 2022 highlights salient features of Flag Code of India 2002. 20 साल हो गए थे फ्लैग कोड ऑफ इंडिया को 2002 से 2022 तक. It further goes on to state that the national flag shall be rectangular in shape. The flag can be of any size, but the ratio of the length to the height, that is width of the flag, shall be 3:2. मतलब साइज कोई भी हो सकता है लेकिन रेशियो हमेशा 3:2 ही होगा. UPSC picked this information and framed a direct question in prelims 2023. This was the question. Consider the following statements in respect of the national flag of India according to the Flag Code of India 2002. Here, statement 2 is directly correct from the press release, which states the ratio of the length to height of the flag shall be 3:2. Statement 1 फर्जी frame कर दिया. Nothing of this sort exists. One of the standard sizes of the national flag of India is 600 mm into 400 mm. मतलब एक स्टेटमेंट डायरेक्टली प्रेस रिलीज से उठाया, दूसरा स्टेटमेंट ऐसे ही फर्जी बना दिया. So here the correct answer is option D. Statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. Moving ahead, the next micro theme is prominent references from speeches of dignitaries. This release is from the Prime Minister's office dated 17th March 2018 and the title is English rendering of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's speech at the Krishi Unnati Mela. The speech goes on to state that in some forests of the world, the ants cultivate fungus in a very systematic manner. I repeat, the ants cultivate fungus in a very systematic manner. They make a farm, remove the wastes, arrange water, and even use antibiotics. UPSC picked up this information from this PIB release under this particular micro theme of prominent references from dignitary speeches and framed this direct question in prelims 2022 paper. The question was this: certain species of which of the following organisms are well known as cultivator of fungi? And the direct answer is ants. One more question under the same micro theme of dignitary speeches, prominent references. This particular press release is from Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and it is titled World Wetlands Day, celebrated at Sultanpur National Park. It goes on to read, terming the functions of wetlands equivalent to the function played by kidney in the human body. I repeat, equivalent to the function played by kidney in the human body. Minister of State spoke at length on the benefits and necessity of conserving the wetlands of the country. UPSC picked this information and framed a direct question in Prelims 2022. The question was, if rainforests and tropical forests are the lungs of the earth, then surely wetlands function as its kidneys. Which of the following functions of wetlands best reflects the above statements? The next micro theme is biotechnology with particular focus on waste control. This particular press release is from the Department of Biotechnology dated 29th December 2023. It goes on to read that a ceramic membrane integrated anaerobic bioreactor, that is CMIAR, has been developed for on-site validation of improved technology, iSmart, and microbial product for effective treatment of textile industry effluent. UPSC picked up this information and framed a direct question in Prelims 2024 exam. This was the question. Membrane bioreactors are often discussed in the context of, and the correct answer is D, wastewater treatment technologies. So, direct information picked up and the question was framed pretty directly at level 1 IB anchoring. Next micro theme is again biotech advancement with respect to disease control. This particular release is from Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. It is titled Jan Jagrukta Abhiyan on Dengue and Malaria in New Delhi. It goes on to read Wolbachia based strategy for the control suppression of Aedes albopictus in China, and it goes on to narrate the steps being taken in China to control Wolbachia based methods with respect to mosquito control. UPSC picked up this information and framed a direct question in Prelims 2023. This was the question. Wolbachia method is sometimes talked about with reference to which one of the following? And the correct answer is option A, controlling the viral diseases spread by mosquitoes. Again, a direct question picked up from this particular press release under the micro theme of biotech advancement, disease control. The next micro theme is plastic pollution with reference to control measures. This release is from the Prime Minister's Office dated 14th July 2023 and it is titled Joint Commitment to Eliminate Single-Use Plastic Products Pollution. It goes on to read that France is implementing since 1993 extended producer responsibility schemes for household packaging and will develop EPR on catering packaging from 2023, on chewing gums from 2024. I repeat, on chewing gums from 2024. UPSC picked this information under this micro theme and framed a direct question in Prelims 2024. This was the question. Statement 1. Many chewing gums found in the market are considered a source of environmental pollution, which is correct as per the PIB release. Also, statement 2. Many chewing gums contain plastic as gum base. Again, which is correct. So, correct answer is option A. Both are correct and statement 2 explains statement 1. Again, the students found this question to be out of the box. And here we can see UPSC has picked this directly under this micro theme from this particular PIB release. The next micro theme is port infrastructure development. This release is from Ministry of Civil Aviation, which was titled New Airports Constructed and Upgraded. Since the year 2018, 7 greenfield airports, namely Pakyong, Sikkim, Kannur, Kerala, Kalburgi, Karnataka, Sindhudurg, Maharashtra, Kushinagar, Uttar Pradesh, Orvakal, Andhra Pradesh, Donipolu, Arunachal Pradesh, have been operationalized apart from inauguration of Manohar International Airport at MOPA, Goa. UPSC picked up this information and framed a direct question in Prelims 2024. This was the question. Consider the following airports. First, Donipolu Airport, Kushinagar International Airport, Vijayawada International Airport. In the recent past, which of the above have been constructed as greenfield airports? So, keeping with the previous trends, UPSC has picked up two statements of facts from the PIB release, and the third statement has been fabricated. ऐसे ही एक फर्जी स्टेटमेंट यहाँ पर बना दिया. So statement 1 and 2 are correct. Option A is the correct answer. Moving ahead, the next micro theme is prominent laurels. Earlier, UPSC has asked questions on Bharat Ratna, Padma Awards, and so on. This particular release is from Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, which is titled National Sports Awards 2021 announced. It further goes on to detail the different awards and the purpose for which they are given. UPSC picked up this information and framed a direct question in Prelims 2023. Major Dhyanchand Khel Ratna Award, Arjun Award, Dronacharya Award, Rashtriya Khel Protsahan Puraskar. So here pair 1 and pair 3 are correctly matched. Arjun Award और राष्ट्रीय खेल प्रोत्साहन पुरस्कार को यहाँ पर स्विच कर दिया यूपीएससी ने. तो एज वी कैन सी चारों अवार्ड्स की इंफॉर्मेशन यहाँ पे ससिंक्टली और क्लियरली दी हुई है और वहां से यूपीएससी ने दो पेयर्स को करेक्ट किया, दो पेयर्स को चेंज कर दिया, फैब्रिकेट कर दिया. द नेक्स्ट माइक्रो थीम इज नॉवेल इनिशिएटिव्स. Anything that is counterintuitive is important from prelims point of view. This particular release is from Ministry of Defense, dated 3rd Feb 2023. It was titled Operation Sadbhavna in Ladakh, and here it reads, as part of Operation Sadbhavna, Indian Army is undertaking multiple welfare activities such as running of Army Goodwill Schools, infrastructure development projects, and education tours for children living in remote areas of Union Territory of Ladakh. UPSC picked this information and framed a direct question in Prelims 2024. The question was, operations undertaken by the Army towards upliftment of the local population in remote areas to include addressing of their basic needs is called, and the correct answer was obviously Operation Sadbhavna. Now the students told after attempting this paper that they used common sense, they used logic. Using logic is all good, but logic has to be something of the last resort. If something is given to us in black and white, we are expected to follow it. The next micro theme is nuanced constitutional dynamics. The UPSC has been asking questions on speaker, ethics committee, and so on nuanced dynamics that we generally don't read in our conventional books. So, for example, this press release was from Ministry of Tribal Affairs, which was titled Notified List of Tribes in India. And the first sentence is very important. It states, the list of scheduled tribes is state specific, and a community declared as a scheduled tribe in a state did not be so in another state. This statement has been picked verbatim in Prelims 2024, and the question has been framed in this manner. Statement 2 बोलता है, a community declared as a scheduled tribe in a state did not be so in another state. Statement 1 static books में पढ़ते हैं, so statement 1 हमको already पता होता है. So information directly picked from this particular press release under this micro theme of nuanced constitutional dynamics. The next micro theme is apex functionaries. UPSC has asked questions on cabinet secretary, chief secretary, and this time it has asked questions on CDS, chief of defense staff. This release is from Ministry of Defense, dated 30 September 2022. It is titled General Anil Chauhan takes over as chief of defense staff, vows to fulfill the hopes of the nation and deal with challenges together. Guys, here it's mentioned that General Chauhan will also be the principal military advisor to the Raksha Mantri on all trilateral matters, as well as head Department of Military Affairs as secretary. He will also be permanent chairman, chief of staff committee, COSC. UPSC picked this information and framed a direct question in Prelims 2024. This was that question. What are the duties of the Chief of Defence Staff CDS as head of the Department of Military Affairs? Statement 1, permanent chairman of Chiefs of Staff Committee. This is correct as per the press release. Statement 2, exercise military command over the 3 service chiefs. This is a fabricated statement. Statement 3, principal military advisor to defense minister on all trilateral matters. So statement 1 and statement 3 have been taken directly from the press release. और statement 2 बस ऐसे ही fabricated तरीके से बना दिया, in keeping with the trend of the previous questions that we just saw. So the correct answer is 1 and 3, option D. Moving ahead, the next micro theme under level 1 micro thematic analysis is sustainable fuel. This release is from Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, and the title is Revolutionizing Mobility. It further reads that hydrogen can be used as a fuel for fuel cells. The electrochemical reaction converts fuel, hydrogen at anode, and oxygen from the air at cathode to water. I repeat, to water, and liberate electrical energy and so on. UPSC picked this information and framed a direct question in Prelims 2024 under this micro theme of sustainable fuel. This was the question: which one of the following is the exhaust pipe emission from fuel cell electric vehicles powered by hydrogen? And the correct answer is option D, water vapor. Now guys, let's move to level 2. So far we have understood how UPSC has been using PIB micro themes at level 1. to frame direct questions based on the information, facts, data given in the PIB press releases. At level 2, UPSC frames questions on keywords, key phrases, concepts that are just mentioned but which are not defined, which are not described, which are not expanded on. Let's understand with the help of examples. The first micro theme under level 2 is loan arrangements, and this particular release is from Ministry of Power dated 6 September 2023. It is titled REC raises US dollar 1.15 billion through syndicated term loans in August 2023. So syndicated term loans, UPSC picked this information and framed this question in prelims 2024. Now in this press release, it just mentions syndicated term loans, but it does not mention as to what syndicated loan term mean, what are its implications, and how is it defined. So the way UPSC framed this question, statement 1, syndicated lending spreads the risk of borrower default across multiple lenders. Statement 2, the syndicated loan can be a fixed amount or lump sum of funds but cannot be a credit line. So statement 2 is incorrect, statement 1 is correct, but this information can't be found in this particular press release. So the insight that can be drawn here is that the paper setter used this particular press release under this micro theme of loan arrangements and framed a level 2 question where he expects us to know the definition and utility of syndicated loan terms. The next micro theme is innovative power generation. This particular press release is from Ministry of Power and it is titled Speeding Up Hydropower, Central Electrical Authority Fast Tracks Approval Mechanism for Pumped Storage Projects. Pumped storage projects, but it just mentions pumped storage projects but does not define, describe or expand on this keyword. UPSC picks up this information and frames a question in prelims 2024. This is the question. Recently, the term pumped storage hydropower is actually and appropriately discussed in the context of which one of the following? And the correct answer is option C, long duration energy storage. So the insight that comes out from this particular question and press release is that the paper setter expects us to know the utility of pumped storage hydropower. Moving ahead, the next micro theme is biotech with special reference to disease control, but at level 2. This particular release is from Ministry of Science and Tech and it is titled Scientists from 4 BRICS countries to carry out genomic sequencing and mathematical modeling of the COVID-19 pandemic. It goes on to read that distribution of SARS-CoV-2 in environmental samples through metagenome analysis. I repeat, in environmental samples through metagenome analysis for wastewater-based epidemiology surveillance. UPSC picked this question and picked this information and framed this question in prelims 2023. Now, when this question was asked in the 2023 prelims exam, the students were perplexed कि ये keyword आया कहाँ से? The question was aerial metagenomics best refers to which one of the following situations? So aerial metagenomics or taking environmental samples through metagenome analysis is mentioned in this release, but it has not been described. So the paper setter expects us to know the utility and application of aerial metagenomics. The next micro theme is sustainability jargons or climate jargons. Earlier UPSC has asked questions on common carbon metric and so on. This particular release is from Ministry of Finance and it is titled Invitation for Public Comments on Draft IFCA Guidance Framework on Sustainable and Sustainability Linked Lending by Financial Institutions in IFSCs. And it goes on to read that however, there is a need for banks and financial institutions to have a policy to ensure transparency in this process to avoid concerns like greenwashing. I repeat, to avoid concerns like greenwashing. So this mentions greenwashing but doesn't describe it. UPSC picked this keyword and framed a question in prelims 2022. Which one of the following best describes the term greenwashing? And the correct answer is A, conveying a false impression that a company's products are eco-friendly and environmentally sound. So a level 2 question where the paper setter expects us to know the meaning and utility of the keyword greenwashing. The next micro theme is computer advancements. This particular release is from Ministry of Electronics and IT. It is titled Digital India Scheme and Aadhaar. It goes on to read, Government of India is aware of Web 3.0 and opportunities and challenges that it represents. The government is confident that with Digital India, the entrepreneurs will lead the change in innovating in the Web 3.0. UPSC picked this information and framed a level 2 question using information that has not been defined in the press release. This was the question. With reference to Web 3.0, consider the following statements. Web 3.0 technology enables people to control their own data. In Web 3.0 world, there can be blockchain-based social networks. Web 3.0 is operated by users collectively rather than a corporation. So a level 2 question framed by the paper setter expecting us to know about the utility of Web 3.0. Now guys, let's move to level 3. Level 2 पर हमने देखा कि UPSC frames questions using concepts, keywords, key phrases given in the PIB press releases based on those particular micro themes, which are only mentioned but not defined or described. At level 3, UPSC frames even more abstract questions based on those particular micro themes and information, concepts, facts given in those particular press releases. Let's understand with the help of examples. The next micro theme is offbeat international organizations. This particular press release is from Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. It is titled Cities Focus on Sanitation, Mechanized Desludging and Used Water Management. UPSC picked up this information. It further goes on to state that in commemoration of World Toilet Day 2023, I repeat, World Toilet Day 2023, the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs initiated so and so. UPSC picked up this keyword and asked a level 3 question. Let's understand how. The question was, consider the following statements regarding World Toilet Organization. Statement 1, it is one of the agencies of the United Nations. Incorrect. Statement 2, World Toilet Summit, World Toilet Day and World Toilet College are the initiatives of this organization to inspire action to tackle the global sanitation crisis. The main focus of its functions is to grant funds. Statement 3 is also incorrect. So only statement 2 is correct. Option A is the correct answer. So what is the paper setter expecting here? Based on this keyword, that is World Toilet Day, he has framed a question on the parent organization, that is the World Toilet Organization, also on the other initiatives conducted by this organization, be it World Toilet Summit, World Toilet Day or World Toilet College. So a level 3 question. The next micro theme is instances that are first of its kind. So for example, India was the first country to reach Mars in its maiden attempt. Similarly, this release is from the Prime Minister's office. It is titled PM declares 44th Chess Olympiad open. Chess Olympiad is being hosted in India for the first time. For the first time, India is fielding its biggest ever contingent in the competition. UPSC picked this information but framed a level 3 question. Let's understand how. Consider the following statements in respect of the 44th Chess Olympiad 2022. It was the first time that Chess Olympiad was held in India. This is correct. This can be drawn from the PIB press release. Statement 2, the official mascot was named Thambi. This is correct, but this was not given in the press release. Statement 3 and statement 4 are incorrect. The trophy for the winning team in the open section is the Vera Menchik Cup, and the trophy for the winning team, the women's section, is the Hamilton Russell Cup. The cups have been switched. Menchik Cup के जगह Hamilton Russell Cup और Hamilton Russell Cup के जगह Menchik Cup यहाँ पर यूपीएससी ने लिख दिया है, keeping with the previous trends of using some information from the press releases under those micro themes and switching or fabricating other information, other facts. So here the paper setter is expecting us to know its official mascot, the trophies and the cups that are involved in this particular championship. So a level 3 question under this particular micro theme of first of its kind events. The next micro theme is regulatory organizations. UPSC constantly asks questions on RBI, BBB, that is Bank, Boards, Bureau and so on. In this press release from Ministry of Coal dated 13th December 2021, the title was Coal Controller Organization. UPSC, it further goes on to read that submission of monthly coal data to different ministries of central and state government, national and international organization. UPSC picked up this information and framed a level 3 question in prelims 2022. The question was, in India, what is the role of the coal controllers organization CCO? जब बच्चों ने ये सवाल देखा था एग्जामिनेशन हॉल में, उनको ऐसे फील हुआ कि यूपीएससी ने ये कीवर्ड या ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कहां से लेकर आ गई. So the first statement was CCO is the major source of coal statistics in government of India, which is correct as per the press release. Statement 2, statement 3 are not provided clearly in the press release, and statement 4 is incorrect. So UPSC picked up this information and framed a question on coal controller organization at level 3. The paper setter expected us to not only know about CCO but have such nuanced information about CCO. The next micro theme is global engagements. UPSC has been asking questions on MTCR, SCO, AIIB, and so on. This particular release is from Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. It is titled United Nations grants observer status to International Solar Alliance in a historic decision. And the question framed was, with reference to the United Nations General Assembly, consider the following statements. Statement 1, the UN General Assembly can grant observer status to the non-member states. Intergovernmental organizations can seek observer status in the UN General Assembly. Permanent observer in the UN General Assembly can maintain missions at the UN headquarters. All the three statements are correct. So this is the level 3 question based on the micro theme of global engagements. The paper setter here expects us to have such nuanced information about UN granting observer status. Moving ahead, the next micro theme is legislative reforms. Groundbreaking legislative reforms are always hot from prelims point of view. This particular release from Ministry of Home Affairs reads, along with the Prisons Act 1894, the Prisoners Act 1900 and the Transfer of Prisoners Act 1950 have also been reviewed by MHA, and relevant provisions of these acts have been assimilated in the Model Prisons Act 2023. So the Model Prisons Act 2023 is being discussed. It further goes on to read, as per the provisions of the Constitution of India, prisons or persons detained therein is a subject of state. The responsibility of prison management and prisoners administration solely vests with state governments, who alone are competent to make appropriate legislative provisions in this regard. So UPSC picked this information and framed this question in prelims 2023, where statement 1 was used verbatim, which states, in India, prisons are managed by state governments with their own rules and regulations for the day-to-day administration of prisons, completely drawn from the PIB press release. But statement 2 is relatively abstract. It states, in India, prisons are governed by the Prisons Act 1894, which expressly kept the subject of prisons in the control of provincial governments. So a level 3 question has been framed by UPSC, and the paper setter here expects us to know with respect to the exact provisions and applications of the Prisons Act 1894, especially with respect to statement 2. The next micro theme is indigenous technological advancements. Guys, be it in the field of agriculture, be it in the field of animal husbandry, be it in the field of defense, indigenous technological advancements are always important from prelims point of view. This particular release from Ministry of Defense is titled Government's Plan on AMCA, that is Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft. It reads, fifth generation fighter aircraft, due to very special features, are costlier than fourth generation fighter aircrafts. Since AMCA is an indigenous fifth generation aircraft, it is less costlier than similar aircrafts available outside. UPSC picked this information and framed a level 3 question in prelims 2024. The question was this: consider the following aircrafts: Rafale, MiG-29, Tejas Mk1. How many of the above are considered fifth generation fighter aircrafts? यूपीएससी का बच्चा कभी भी ये इंफॉर्मेशन पढ़ के नहीं जाता एग्जामिनेशन के लिए. हियर द करेक्ट आंसर इज डी, नन. So under this micro theme of indigenous technological advancements, the paper setter here expected us to know as to exactly which aircrafts are fifth generation and which are fourth generation, especially given the indigenous technological advancement. The next micro theme is genetic advancements. This particular release is from the cabinet and it is titled Cabinet Approves Memorandum of Understanding between Zoological Survey of India and International Barcode of Life, a Canadian not-for-profit corporation. It further goes on to read that ZSI and IBOL have come together for further efforts in DNA barcoding, a methodology for rapidly and accurately identifying species by sequencing a short segment of standardized gene regions and comparing individual sequence to a reference database. UPC used this particular PIB release under the micro theme of genetic advancements and framed this question in prelims 2022 at level 3. The question was, consider the following statements. DNA barcoding can be a tool to assess the age of a plant or animal, distinguish among species that look alike, identify undesirable animal or plant materials in processed foods. So statement 2 and 3 are correct. The correct answer is D. So here the paper setter is expecting us to have such nuanced information on DNA barcoding under this particular micro theme of genetic advancements. The next micro theme is eco-friendly technology. This release is from Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. It is titled Department of Fisheries takes up concrete steps to protect aquatic ecosystems. It further goes on to read that recirculating aquaculture systems RAS were supported. RAS technology is eco-friendly, water efficient and is a highly productive intensive farming system with zero environmental impact. UPSC used this information to frame a question in prelims 2023. This was the question with reference to the role of biofilters in recirculating aquaculture systems. Consider the following statements. Biofilter provide waste waste treatment by removing uneaten fish feed. Biofilters convert ammonia present in fish waste to nitrate. Biofilters increase phosphorus as nutrient for fish in water. The correct answer is only 2. Statement 3 is incorrect. Here, with respect to circulating aquaculture system, the paper setter expects us to have such nuanced and detailed information with respect to RAS, that is recirculating aquaculture system. So a level 3 question framed under this micro theme of eco-friendly technology. The next micro theme is of, again, computer advancements. This press release is from Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. It is titled National Health Authority NHA gives open call for expression of interest for developing innovative solutions for building digital health ecosystem for India. It goes on to read software as a service SaaS. Various digital health solutions can be used by healthcare providers. These may include solutions such as hospital information systems, hospital management information system, laboratory management information system, teleconsultation solution, health loggers, etc. UPSC used this information to frame a level 3 question. This was the question with reference to software as a service SaaS. Consider the following statements. SaaS buyers can customize the user interface and can change data fields. SaaS users can access their data through their mobile devices. Outlook, Hotmail and Yahoo Mail are forms of SaaS. So this information has been used, but the question has been made more abstract and difficult. Level 3 question under this micro theme of computer advancements. The next micro theme is of global engagements again, but at level 3. This release is from Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change and it is titled Cabinet approves ratification of Kigali Amendment to the Montreal Protocol on substances that deplete the ozone layer for phase down of hydrofluorocarbons. I repeat, for phase down of hydrofluorocarbons. UPSC used this keyword to frame a level 3 question in prelims 2023. The question was this. Consider the following: aerosols, foam agents, fire retardants, lubricants. In the making of how many of the above are hydrofluorocarbons used? So here the paper setter is expecting us to have nuanced information with respect to hydrofluorocarbons and in what respects is it used: lubricants, fire retardants, foam agents, aerosols. So level 3 question under the micro theme of global engagements. The next micro theme is of nanotechnology. UPSC has asked multiple questions on this micro theme. Say for example, there was a question on carbon nanotubes and so on. This release is from Ministry of Science and Technology. It is titled Smart Gel Based Sheet Can Form 3D Printed Conduit Helping Non-Invasive Nerve Repair. It further goes on to provide this infographic where it states fabrication of 3D printed hydrogel conduit with programmed shape deformations and so on. UPSC used this information to frame this question in prelims 2024 at level 3. The question is, in which of the following are hydrogels used? Statement 1, controlled drug delivery in patients. So statement 1 can be directly implied from the given PIB release, but statement 2 and statement 3 are on the abstract lines: mobile air conditioning systems, preparation of industrial lubricants. So the paper setter expects us to have such nuanced information whether hydrogels are used in mobile air conditioning, industrial lubricants, and so on. The next micro theme again is of indigenous technological advancements, but at level 3. This release is from Ministry of Home Affairs and it is titled Policy Plan to Mitigate the Impact of Natural Disasters in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. And it goes on to state the said system inter alia includes 31 GPS strong motion sensors and accelerometer. I repeat, accelerometer, SMS alerts, dissemination system, and so on. UPSC used this particular keyword and framed a level 3 question in prelims 2023. The question was detection of car crash collision which results in the deployment of airbags almost instantaneously, detection of accidental free fall of a laptop towards the ground which results in immediate turning off of the hard drive. Statement 3, detection of the tilt of the smartphone which results in the rotation of display between portrait and landscape mode. जब बच्चों ने ये क्वेश्चन देखा था, उनमें से कई बच्चों ने ये शब्द एक्सेलरोमीटर पहली बार सुना था अपनी जिंदगी में. But the paper setter here expects us to have this nuanced information with respect to usage of accelerometer in the context of car crash, accidental free fall, movement between portrait and landscape mode, and so on. Since the start of our initiative, we are coming up with deliverables that solve your real problems as civil services aspirants, and that too at the most affordable price possible. So under this banner, guys, we say with complete responsibility that your current affairs will be our responsibility. Whatever we have just learned, all the PIB micro themes, the 3 levels at which UPSC has been framing questions, we have just discussed this all in great detail. But if you need our help to help you cover all these important PIB micro themes at 3 levels at which UPSC is framing questions, guys, we are there to help you, and we call you to say no to lazy current affairs and PIB compilations, because everyone out there claims to be covering current affairs and PIB comprehensively. But as we have seen, the UPSC coaching industry is totally missing the changing exam pattern, and the current affairs as being asked in the real prelims exam needs a total 360-degree overhaul of our current affairs preparation. So guys, the Predict Prelims with PIB, that is the 3P initiative, which is an integral component of the Demolish Prelims program. In this, we'll help you cover most important 150 PIB micro themes. Along with that, you will also cover supplementary current affairs, which are not generally covered in PIB. You will be provided nuclear notes on these PIB micro themes. Also, active recall classes will be conducted. The other important components of Demolish Prelims program are ranker super tests, logic builder sessions, performance booster sessions, 3P, that is Predict Prelims with PIB, UPSC level tests, PYQ coverage. Guys, also, if you want to understand the philosophy of Demolish Prelims program better, and if you have just started preparing for prelims, you can also register for the Prelims 2025 Launchpad at a token registration fee, in which you will get access to recorded sessions of the Demolish Prelims Bootcamp, and you will be able to get that jump start for your prelims preparation. The enrollment link for Demolish Prelims program and the registration link for Prelims 2025 Launchpad are given in the description box below. Thank you guys for sticking on till the very end. See you guys in the program.